If you're familiar with our channel, you would know how much we love talking about what it really costs to live a nomadic lifestyle. And Nick and I are from Vancouver, so this is the city that we lived in before we quit our jobs, sold all of our belongings, and moved to Asia back in 2018 to teach overseas. And obviously that was the beginning of this whole channel and this whole journey that we've been on with you guys over the past 5 years. And for the first time in 5 years, our travels have brought us back to the city that we're from. And that city, of course, happens to be one of the most expensive cities in all of North America. But as you guys know, Nick and I have been in a work, save, travel, repeat cycle. And right now we are in the saving phase of that cycle. So as we plant roots for the summer and work seasonally to save for our next big move overseas, we're documenting it, of course. And in this video, we really want to show you how much it's gonna cost us to live in this city for the summer. Starting with 1 week of spending. So let's begin. So I think to get it straight out of the way, because I think it's a main thing that people are wondering when they're watching these how much I spend videos, is people are curious about how much we spend on rent. And anyone who watches this channel knows that we don't spend anything on rent at all, really, because we live rent free. And for anyone who's seeing us for the first time, we live full-time in a van. Our van is our home. It's been our home for the past 2.5 years. And then another way that we live rent-free in the city is that we house sit. We do this through trusted house sitters mostly. We also use Mind My House, and yeah, we house sit for free accommodation. So the house that we're staying in this week while we're filming this, what I spent in a week, is gonna be in the house that we're house sitting in this month. We're in this spot for a whole month, which is a huge blessing because this is such a great apartment and we are absolutely in love with the dog. He's super low maintenance and the apartment's just in such a great location here in Mount Pleasant. But obviously our costs are gonna be a little bit different than someone who lives in this city and pays rent. So that's not gonna be a part of our breakdown. And this is really gonna be, how much we spend while we're house sitting. The city's very expensive, okay? Vancouver's a very expensive city. But there's also so many great free things to do. So hopefully we'll be able to do some of those today. We're about to go do one of those right now. I just have to grab Nick and then we will get going. Oh, do you want to meet the dog? Oh, come here. There you are. I'm obsessed with him. He's so cute. Hi, Cuddly. Okay, now let's grab Nick.
Today is a beautiful Vancouver day. The weather is perfect. It's a little warm, but the breeze is super nice, which is pretty typical for a Vancouver summer. And we decided, because it's Sunday and we're just kind of chilling, that we would head to the Mount Pleasant skate park, or I would head to the Mount Pleasant skate park to do some skateboarding, and Rachel is gonna chill because it's a great spot to hang. It's actually one of my favorite parks in Vancouver, despite it just being super small. All the features are really nice to skate. It's pretty mellow for the most part, and it's, in my opinion, a really almost perfect park.
I literally love just going to the park and sitting there, and it's such a good excuse. I don't think I'd really be a raiding at the park girly if it weren't for Nick skateboarding. But he always wants me to come with him, and then I don't want to sit in the skate park, and then I need something to do. So I end up just becoming that girly anyway. And I really like it. I mean, I feel every time I do it, I feel so much happier, and I'm I should spend every Sunday like this. Unfortunately, we can't take this dog everywhere with us. I'm absolutely in love with him and I wish I could take him everywhere that we go, but he's not good with other dogs. So I was at the park for an hour and a half and I'm okay, I have to come home because I need to check on him, make sure that he's okay and all of that, because we are going out later too. So I'm gonna hang out for a little bit, wait for Nick, and then we're gonna go out. Okay, so since it's Sunday, it's grocery shopping day, and we are really out of groceries. We have barely anything. So we are gonna go get some groceries right now. And we usually like to kind of meal prep for the week. So we have some ideas. Let's go.
We usually come here to No Frills because it's a shitload cheaper than you'd find in any other grocery stores.
Okay, so we got all of our groceries for the week for $101.12. That's pretty good. I spend $100 when I buy one dinner at Buy Low Foods, so it's still worth it to go to No Frills. Good morning. Okay, so last night after we came home, I did so much food prepping. Nick was up way earlier than me today, and he went to work. He took like half of the food prep stuff to work because he didn't put it in a smaller Tupperware. But like in here, I have, let's see if I can kind of show you. The dog is like, oh my God, what do you have? These are like roasted chickpeas, and this looks really boring because it goes with a salad. Those are roasted chickpeas, and then tofu, like I'm making like donair, and then that goes with like a parsley pineapple salad, and then I'm making a garlic sauce today. Nick took to work a Tupperware full of like taco stuff, so I did shredded tofu. Can you guys hear that I'm a bit sick this week? So I am working from home today, which means I'm not going into the office. I got a job. I got my old job back, basically. The job that I used to do before we left to go traveling. I so graciously hired me back for a couple months, and then they know that we're leaving in a few months. We're here basically back home in Vancouver to save for the summer. And so it's kind of weird because like I'm going to my old job. I've always said though, like I loved my old job. It was my dream job. I love my bosses. I think that they're really awesome people. They feel like soul friends to me, or people that our paths were meant to cross again and again and again. So it's kind of funny because we're back in Vancouver for the summer, and I'm like working this job I used to work, and it kind of feels like I just like transported back into my old life. But anyway, I used to food prep when we were back in Vancouver, and we're doing the same thing now. It's honestly how we keep our cost of groceries so low. Anyway, today is working from home, and I'm procrastinating, so let's do it. The wind is so crazy today. It's kind of like this yesterday too, but it's like really whistling and loud. I think it's kind of scaring him a little bit. Wrong that it blew this chair over right now. This is us cosplaying as apartment owners.
This is what I would be like as an apartment owner. I don't think we've babysat or pet sat a dog this little before that I can really remember. Mm-hmm. And we've just been like, it's been like all labs and stuff. So like walking this thing is so easy and so funny.
But I really do feel like he's our dog.
Yeah, especially because this house it's been so long. Like it feels like our home and our dog, and it's gonna be hard to leave.
Let us know, does it suit us?
I don't think I suit a Bichon Frise. I want to know, what do you guys think would be like our dog, you know? Like if you were to see us walking a dog.
We obviously have our favorite breeds. Obviously when we get a dog, we're gonna adopt. So we may not have much of a choice, but we have our favorite breeds, and yeah, let us know what you think, because it'd be interesting to see if any of them like line up. And on the menu tonight, we are going to be making salad. It's gonna be pretty straightforward. So we got asparagus yesterday, some Brussels sprouts, and then this is the other half of the chickpeas that I roasted. Just gonna put this all together, get some oil on it, and pop it in the oven.
We don't need this pressure. It's a different person from everybody else, and I'm on planet 9, you're on planet 3.
Good morning. So I'm going to work today, and I'm like this house it is like kind of in walking distance from my job, but depends who you ask, I guess. I walk everywhere. Like when we lived in the city, all the time. I walked everywhere. I'm sorry, my voice is getting worse day by day. I do have like a compass card, so that's like our transit card here that you can reload and all of that. And I do reload it every once in a while, but I put $10 on it like maybe 3 weeks ago and haven't used it at all. Okay, talk later.
Can I see the green smoke coming out of these or what? Center right, wish me luck.
So tonight we are in Kitsilano because we are playing a softball game. So Nick and I joined a beer league this year, and there was a cost to join. I'll put it on the screen here, but obviously we're not paying for it this week because we've already paid for it for the season. And yeah, it's starting now, so come on.
Get on the sticks, huh? Yeah, girl!
I couldn't do it all. We won on my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, everybody!
Good morning. I was supposed to go into the office today again, but my throat, my voice is completely gone. But it's really frustrating because otherwise I feel fine. Like I have energy. My throat is killing me. So the medication was $17.02, and I'm gonna go back to bed. Okay, so hi, good morning. My voice, as you can hear, is like partially back. Is this so crooked? It honestly even hurts to talk at like this volume today, but oh, that's better. But like I said yesterday, I'm feeling fine, and it's really frustrating because yeah, last week I was totally under the weather, like I couldn't leave bed, anything, and then I thought I was better this week, and then I just think that going to softball the other night really pushed it. I wasn't like 100% better, and drinking beer, clearly my body was like, don't do that yet. So anyways, I've told my boss that usually I've been going in like 2 or 3 consecutive days a week, and this week I just obviously can't do those consecutive days, and tomorrow's Friday, so at least tomorrow I should be feeling better enough to go in. So I know that this may come up in the comments, so I want to address it already. When Nick goes to work, he doesn't spend anything at all. The truck that he drives is a company truck, and his work fully pays for his fuel. He doesn't have a bus pass at all. And then Nick also skateboards, and skateboards way faster than sometimes the buses go. So when he's not able to drive, or he doesn't want to drive, or if he's drinking or something, he'll just skate places. When it comes to like money spending, shopping and stuff like that, if anyone ever wants to spend money on stuff like that, it's usually Nick. Nick really loves, well, number one, because Nick skateboards, he goes through shoes really fast. Like I'd say once a month we have to buy him new skate shoes. Try to live sustainably and not buy things new. So he usually tries to buy those secondhand, and that usually means on like Facebook Marketplace. I'm looking at buying shoes for between like $40 and $60 next week. Even after van life, we're going to be downsizing again because we're going to be moving back overseas, so living out of backpacks again. We really don't like to have a lot of stuff, number one. Number two, it just feels like a waste of money, and we just obviously prioritize traveling. So yeah, I'm going to try to do a little bit of work from home today and enjoy my day as much as I can, and we'll check in with Nick when he comes home later.
I'm coming home soon. I just need to finish this, and then watch the hockey game just started. It starts at 5. Put your head in.
God, I feel leagues better today. But this weekend I really want to go out and like get into nature. Definitely won't be doing any partying or anything like that. Anyways, how do I look? It's time to go to work. Okay, here I am again, starting my day. It's time to start work. See you guys on the other side. Tonight we're gonna take transit to go to the Richmond night market, but we're only gonna take out $40 from the ATM. Otherwise we would just spend all of our money, but the food is so good here, I swear to God. Today we are doing the Quarry Rock hike. It is like, I would say, the most popular hike in Vancouver, and I have done it many times, but never with Nick. And honestly, during COVID, it shut down for a couple of years. So since it opened back up, it was already like a really busy hike, but it gets busier and busier every year, obviously. But of course, it's free to do. The parking here is actually free as well. So we tried to get out as early as we could this morning. Not as early as we hoped. We left at like 7:30, so we got here at 8. I would recommend to anyone coming to Vancouver to try to do this at like 7 a.m., especially in the summer, if you can even do it earlier, because it does get really busy. But let's go check it out.
Yeah, that might have been my bad. I stayed up kind of late last night.
So once you get to the top, you get to Quarry Rock, and it's absolutely beautiful. So like I said, like if you come early in the morning, you may be able to get to the rock somewhat to yourself. It's still not that busy right now. Like around noon or 1, this entire rock will be absolutely packed. I can promise you that because it's Saturday. Regardless, let me show you the view. After doing the hike, we decided to go to Lynn Valley so that Nick could do a cold plunge, and I was gonna do one too, but I opted out of it.
It's a lot better now that my body's on thawed. It's good. I like the feeling of it. Like I really like doing cold plunges, but I don't know why. Like normally I'm pretty good at them, but this one, like it really hurt. My toes were like aching, and then getting in, I was like, I had to scream. Like, I was like, ah, ah, like getting in. I don't know why. I couldn't help it. It was just like,
cold, hey?
it's f***ing freezing. But it felt really good. Like, and once you're in there and like sitting for a minute, obviously it's fine. But this one was actually like one of the tougher cold plunges. When we would do the river in Chilliwack, it was like it's cold, but like it didn't hurt like this one did. I was just telling Rachel that I definitely prefer a river over most bodies of water, like lakes, oceans when it's like a sand beach and there's like big waves. I definitely like that. That's a lot of fun. But if there's not big waves, then this trumps everything.
Some people think this is all a load of baloney, but Nick and I are both Scorpios, okay? So we see so many of the Scorpio traits in both of us, and we're both definitely water people. Like I feel grounded at a body of water. And for me, the ocean trumps everything. The ocean is number one.
It's the seclusion of it too. Like obviously here it can be pretty busy. Thankfully we found a pretty chilled spot, but like the seclusion of it, the like noise, like the sensory of it all, being typically like surrounded by big tall trees, the sun's like poking through. It's just so much more like magic. I don't know. Like it's the ocean's great. Like don't get me wrong, but it doesn't. Something about being here, it's just like magical. Like it's any kind of a river like this.
Agree to disagree. You know, we don't always film every single day of the week. It's very rare that we do that. And the only time that we ever usually do that is when we're making these what I spent in a week vlogs, or like a week in the life, which is, again, not that common. We have done a few of them before, but it's really not like our usual content. And of course it's like this one week I got sick and it just felt like such a weird thing that happened. And I feel like the timing was just a little bit off. Maybe if I hadn't been sick one of the days we would have gone out to like get sushi or something, I don't know, but probably not. We're pretty strict about eating at home, and then of course the whole thing with like not paying rent by either living in our van or staying at a house sit, it saves us a lot of money in Vancouver. And Vancouver can be a really expensive city, but if you just like know the right places to go and you have some way to not spend $2,700 a month on rent, it can actually be doable. And believe it or not, even though we're in this crazy expensive city, we are actually able to save a lot of our paychecks by living this way. So the whole week total will be right here. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions about living in Vancouver, living in a van, living nomadically, house sitting, any of the weird things that we do, or even saving money, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.